Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Touchdown.
And a hearty fuck Shedstore to you on this fine day.
Fuck Shedstore. Fuck Shedstore, my lord. Governor.
Fuck of the Shedstore to you.
A fuck of the shed to you, sir. Oh my god. Do you know what? There's never been, I think, a cause. I mean, there's been a lot of causes through history, Jeremy, that have been very worthy. I don't want to go through them, but there's a lot of kind of causes. But there's never been a cause so universally, globally taken up than your hatred of Shedstore. I feel like this week has been amazing.
Yes.
It's been and what have you got in the background there that you're showing everybody?
I have got the felt. Not the felt, obviously. Not from Shedstore.
Not the felt that you were owed.
No. I have the felt from the place that they suggested I go fuck myself and get it.
Go fuck yourself to what, B&Q or whatever?
Correct. I went to B&Q today and procured the felt for £10 cheaper than they suggested it would have cost me if they weren't assholes. So
when you went there, did you say to them, listen, I bought a shed on Shedstore, but there are assholes. Can you help me or something? Did you inform them any part of it?
No. In fact, I was expedient in B&Q because I had Hannah in the car with me, and I just wanted to get the hell home. Yeah, exactly. And so on the way in, where they have the person that is just like, can you wear your mask while you're here, all that kind of stuff. I didn't even. I walked in with my mask on, didn't give them a chance to say anything. I was like,
"Felt me, motherfuckers.
Let's dispense with the bullshit. Where is the felt?
Take me to the felt.
Please direct me to 10 meters of your finest felt, please, and fuck Shedstore.
My shed roof is bare. Please give me some felt. Oh, right this way, sir. Thank you so much.
Let me ask you a question, lady.
Yeah, it's just going to say there's so many people blowing up on our stream. Thank you so much. I love the beginning of this. I can't remember what it was that I missed, but all I can see is Future Wolfington saying "Rage Wank," which is a band name if ever there was one. So many people here.
We've got a lot of people here.
Yeah, we got Ray Bez is back. Ray Bez, who joined my stream yesterday for Undertale, which we had a wonderful time yesterday. Thank you for coming back again. And thank you for giving us a bit of a fuck Shedstore. I know that also Nova and Little Cute Girl aren't ones for swearing. They're not sweary people. You don't have to swear. We appreciate your hatred of them. You can vent without swearing. Do you know my mum doesn't like swearing? She doesn't like me swearing. I'll tell you that. So thank you for joining us, swearing or not. But you have the felt. Please continue your felt story. By the way, is this? Oh, we haven't done that one. That's it. That's the entire story. So, is this going to feature in Haps and Naps? And should I prompt you for more information? Because
I mean, it was going to feature in Haps and Naps, but I've kind of covered it now. You know, I've got the felt. I haven't built the shed.
There it is.
That's the story.
You've got the felt. Oh my! The thing is, I still like the whole. I wanted the idea to be that we need to beat them. What do we say here? We got Future Wolfington said they replied to my Facebook post.
Yeah, actually, I want to hear about this. Please let us know.
I want to hear about that. I want to know about
what they said. What you said.
Mm-hmm. We're saying the same thing, aren't we? Yeah. What you said and what just tell us, man. I mean, you're gonna have to kind of drop it in there. I mean, I was about to sit and wait, but then there'll be dead air, you know. You'll just have to drop it in there. What you said was it?
Well, it was going to be my hap. So if we just get straight into this is happening, when Future Wolfington comes back with the story, it'll naturally fit in. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to give us the sting, and we'll get into that segment we love?
Here it comes.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you this is happening.
Well, yeah, this is happening. And this is the bit. Now, I should explain kind of how this segment works. This is where we talk about things that are hap and things that are nap. So things that are cool, excellent, great, good, hot,
far out radical, man.
They're far out, yeah, they're hap. And things that are bad, shit, terrible, cool, not good.
Damn, they deleted my post. Fuck Shedstore, man.
Shedstore, it's fucking Shedstore, man. Like, so those Shedstore guys got to Twitch, eh? Oh no, it's not like that. Yeah, things that are bad are hap. Things that are bad are nap. Nap. So hap things are good, nap things are bad. Let's talk about what's hap. And if you have something that's good, let us know it's a hap in the chat. And if it's bad, tell us what's bad, man. Just tell us what's bad, and we will sympathize. I asked them if they had felt. They said they did offer it, but then I replied with, "Oh, never mind. Found a better store."
Future Wolfington out there doing God's work.
Oh, what a guy! Oh, what a guy! I caught a bit of Future Wolfington stream earlier. I can't remember what you were playing, Future, but it cracked me up. I can't remember what you said, but it made me laugh so much.
I tuned into him yesterday. It was his birthday yesterday, so another belated happy birthday to Future Wolfington. And that was the first time I tuned into him. And the funny thing is, he is an American duplicate of another of my friends, like identically.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
How crazy is that? There's probably a doppelganger out there for everybody, one would imagine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hap, says Nova, my replacement mug printed correctly came in the post on Monday. That is Hap. Do you know what, Jeremy? I was on late up the other night because obviously I'm frequently up late, and I'm laying in bed watching Nova, because that's what I do when I go to bed. Get my phone out. Other people have other options on their phone. I watch Nova, but from my bed. And he was saying about he showed us the mug. But do you know what? I really want that mug. The mug with the wrong way up. I kind of think that would look good in the background. You know, at the moment I've just got a hairdryer, so you know, creep.
Everybody needs a hairdryer. You especially need a hairdryer, obviously.
Yeah, you know, he knows it. You know it, yeah. So that's good news. So, oh man, so funny. I found a better store.
Our mutual friend Captain Brilliant also dropped a post on their Facebook. I don't know if you saw that. He said, "Hello, I've heard that your sheds don't come with felt. Is this true?" And they're like, "No, sir. We assure you that they do come with felt."
And he was like, "I fuck Shedstore." Oh my god! If you haven't ever, yes,
my wife has dropped in and said,
"My wife,
hello, people. Yes. I'm excited. I might finally get a shed." Yeah.
I guess bottom line of this, we've forgotten that you're trying to get a shed. That's like
that is the goal here. It's not a lofty goal, Alex. It's a pretty simple goal. I want some kind of wooden receptacle to chuck my junk in the garden. It's not fucking much, really.
People the world over want
something that looks like that, you know, like right there. That is a prime example of what I want. And hey, look, this has got fucking felt on the top of it. Check that fucking out.
But you know, that picture you've got there, that doesn't come in that tube, though, right?
Well, this might be a fuck whoever this is moment. Roof Pro.
I bought
it's like
this tube.
There's a picture of a shed on this. Where is the rest of the shed?
Oh man! Just posted on Facebook again. Asked if the felt came with the shed, or do I need to provide my own?
I wonder if they have any semblance of what the fuck is happening to them right now, or whether they're just like, "Hey, it's a bit weird. We're getting a load of felt questions in the last week."
If you have not seen "Don't Get Me Started" before, this is a very ranty podcast live stream where we vent about the shit we hate. We also have a laugh with the things we like, but we also take things way too far, which is the way we should do, because that's what if David Bowie taught us anything, then that's the thing we should be doing. But also, I like the fact that we've all become excellent Shedstore trolls. So go forth and fuck Shedstore. So hap, you're going to have a shed, so then all the shit that's in your garden can just be collected under one roof.
Yes,
I've never had a shed before.
One felt covered roof.
One felt covered. What's the point of the felt? Has anyone explained? Is it because does it prevent the rain?
It's the waterproof part. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Otherwise, it's just exposed wood and it rots.
If you get really, because the felt doesn't look like something that should be waterproof. It looks like it will just kind of go all kind of, if you rained on a snooker table, surely it would just.
It's not that kind of felt.
Right. Okay. Fine.
It is bitumen felt. Actually.
Actually, I think I'll find. This feels a bit culty now. Well, welcome to the cult. Come and join us. Get in now on the ground floor. No shingles. What do you? Everyone
Should I post on their Facebook page and ask if they ship sheds without felt to South Africa? Yes. Yes, you should. You get it. You know it.
Yeah. Yes, you should. They'll come back and say, we don't find this funny anymore. That's what you want. One of us come back and say, okay,
look, we know what this is. Stop it.
And we won't. And then it's like, no, I'm not going to stop it.
One day there'll just be a knock on my door. I'll open it. There'll be nobody there, but there'll be another tube of felt with a note saying, leave us alone.
leave us the fuck alone. Either that or it'll be a bit like the end of 1984, where just finally the guy gets shot in the back of the head or something like that. It's finally, you won't know when it's going to happen, Jez, but someone is going to kill you. And it's just going to be assassinated by Sheds. Yeah, it won't be like a sniper. It won't be like a silenced pistol. It'll just be some motherfucker out the back of a van.
I'll never see it coming. Ribs Norman, thanks for the follow. I get the impression that you followed just so that you could comment, so thank you very much.
Jenny, if you
Generally, if you felt Rib, something, it gets smaller. Is that a good idea for a shed? Well, I must say, all the things that I have felt in my life have got bigger when I feel them up. So,
Ribs is my friend that's currently also playing Undertale.
Oh, this is a very Undertale group in the chat today, then.
Yeah, because I'm playing it, Ribs is playing it, and Ray Bez loves it, and we all dig it. So, I'll be playing it again next Tuesday if you want to watch it.
One day you will come to an end of that game. I thought it was going to be yesterday. I truly did.
So did I. But what we didn't know was that was going to be a boss that took me 3 goes. But by the way, I've got a good feeling about the next section. Was it Raybez? Random cease and desist order in the what's that? In the mail with a roll of felt. Yeah, it's just gonna be attached to it. You've been served some felt.
So,
I didn't think
with that in mind,
yes,
and moving swiftly away from Shedstore, the felt, and everything about it, at least for the time being, what's hap with you this week?
Do you know what's hap with me? Is one thing. Well, we'll do it in reverse order. I see you're drinking. I'll join you drinking. First things first. The Buccaneers won again. I've convinced, wasn't hard. I convinced my girlfriend to support the same American football team as me. She really went for it. She's like, no. I said, listen, there's so many you could choose from. She's like, no, let's do this together. I said, that's really cool. But she is so super invested. If we were down, I think 10-0 again this week. And she was like, this is shit. What is this team? This team is terrible. What the hell's going on? I said, just wait. And then we beat them 45-20, and it was such a smashing. She was like, this is the team I want to support. She's very, very kind of do you know what I mean? She's like, if we're losing, she's like, this is the shittest of the shittest thing I've ever seen. And if we're winning, she's like, fuck everybody else. Brady's a god. So
see, I'm laughing at Nova, who so dejected is he with his New England Patriots that he's not used to ever losing, is now in the gutter with Cam Newton and no receivers. And he's like, oh, Patriots South? It's like, yes, good troll, Nova, but your team still sucks. So
look, whatever. We're top of the South, yes. And Wolfington, yes, really, really Buccaneers. There's a story behind it. It's not very interesting, but the bottom line is yes. And we won. And so that was it. Yeah. Very, very happy because it's all coming together. I didn't want to make this very sporty, but this is one of my haps. I'm a happy guy because we won again. But the big hap...
the Bears would be there if I had that opportunity, but I don't. So that's the end of that.
Doesn't matter. You're still doing well. So, best thing that happened was, as some people saw yesterday who were on the stream when I was doing Undertale, is that I made Twitch affiliate. So that is the happiest of haps. As a result, I have got myself a cocktail to celebrate. Here it is.
Oh, man.
I know, right?
And what is that cocktail?
Oh, man, look at this. This is a Naked and Famous.
You do like a good Naked and Famous.
Oh, I bloody love a Naked and Famous, I have to say. Let me try some of this. Oh, fuck yes. Yes, made Twitch affiliate. So cheers, everybody. And thank you very much for helping me out. You are all there in the most part. And hopefully in the future. So thank you very much. Cheers.
I should probably make this drink more alcoholic to join you in the celebration.
Yes,
I'm not going to get quite as complicated a cocktail as you. The most I stretch in a cocktail most of the time is Dead Man's Fingers and Pepsi. That's
stick them both together.
Me, to be honest. Yeah. Don't even need to stir it, shake it, or anything.
Thank you very much. Affiliate, you made it to the middle with the rest of us. Yes, I did. Yes. Takes some time to get to the middle. No, it's cool. Future, you don't have to always qualify it with the seriously. I get your sense of humor. It sounds exactly like mine. But thank you very much. So yes, very happy. Thank you very much for all the love. I love you guys too. So that's really, I think I've had a hap week, really. Had some chips on the Saturday, watched a great new TV show, drinking cocktails and streaming. What a life. Thank God for COVID. I'll be outside otherwise.
What is your new TV show that you watched?
Right. So if you've got Netflix, you should watch. I've watched it all now. You should watch The Queen's Gambit.
Do you have a pulse? Oh, yes. You have Netflix then. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The Queen's Gambit is a TV show about a child who kind of grows up in an orphanage and learns to play chess. And it turns out she's super wicked at chess. And she just plays everyone at chess. It's a big chess TV show, which sounds super dull, but we watched it all. It's all done. It's all binged. I wish it was still here. I wish I still had more of it. It's really good. So, and she plays some Russians at chess. And I felt like what it's a bit like, and see if this sells it to you, everybody. It's a bit like Rocky 4.
I'm out.
Where he goes to... Whoa, slow down there, Jez. But in the Russian one, where he fights Dolph Lundgren, it's a bit like Rocky 4. If Rocky 4 was about chess and not boxing, and it wasn't Sylvester Stallone, it was a fit redhead. That's what it's like.
You piquing my interest with fit redhead. Okay,
fit redhead that did it. Like honestly,
you know how to get me, man. You know how to get me.
I do. It's like, oh, I wish Rocky was fit, and I wish this was chess. Well,
have I got a show for you?
Have I got a show for you? Queen's Gambit. Do watch it. It's excellent. It's really, really good. Future Wolfington. Oh, good. Glad we're on the same wavelength. Since we're there now, you're a knob and I hate you. That's my speed. That's my speed exactly. So I've had a happy time. In fact, I've had such a happy time. No naps. You've
got no naps whatsoever.
What have you got in the way of haps? What are your haps?
So other than the roof felt, there was something that I did before going to get the roof felt. The roof felt was just a side thing. It was an on the way home kind of deal. And the Americans in the room may not appreciate how cool I found this, because I expect they've been doing it every year for their entire lives. But we're British, damn it, and we don't do cool things. I today, with my wife and 3-year-old daughter, went to pick pumpkins from the middle of a muddy field so that we could make jack-o'-lanterns.
Got to pick a pumpkin or two, boys.
3, in fact. We got 3.
Oh, okay. One for each of you, yeah. Fair
and that was cool.
Hey, now that's where did you get them from? Where was that? Is that on the way up to Canterbury?
No, it's there's a place in Ashford, Sevington, that it literally is just a farm that has fields and, I don't know, the way of turning them over instead of growing clover or some shit. You just grow pumpkins and and job done.
You should have nicked some felt while you're up there. They must have a shed.
Well, they had lots of gazebos, so I was tempted to just get a gazebo and dispense with the shed bullshit altogether. Did you carve them? You is a strong word. Did I delegate that task to somebody else? Yes, you know it. I did delegate that task. And yeah, a photo will go up on the Discord, which if you're not in our Discord, I think everyone here is, but just in case.
Stick it up. Oh, I noticed, by the way, there was lots of things that came in the middle of everyone talking about the Buccaneers, but something Raybez said, Hap, my girlfriend is writing a final honours psychology exam tomorrow, but stressed as all hell. That is Hap. She's going to do, honours psychology. I don't quite know what level that is at, but congrats to her. But yeah, you don't want to be writing stuff. I suppose that is going to stress you out. I'm glad I'm not doing exams anymore, but still, that is a happy thing.
Yeah, I think honours is an undergraduate degree. So
yeah, that does feel like yes, I think you're correct. Yes. I could see that was about to disappear at the top. Never been to a pumpkin patch, but we did carve pumpkins. They used to do a pumpkin carving thing at work, and one year people had done like loads of carvings, and it was beautiful, intricate carvings. And then one guy just did like a smiley face, and then they kind of put like a wig around it. I think it was like a big curly wig, and made it out and attached a guitar to it, and made it out to be Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah,
but the actual carving was just like a face and some eyes, and all the stuff was like around it. And I'm like, that's not, you haven't carved anything. You just added shit to it. How have you? And that person won. Unbelievable. Fuck that shit.
She's been studying for 7 years now. Wow. Then this is super Hap then, because it's something
this essay better be good.
Paying off.
God damn it! I'm redrafting this again. I think you got it right the first year. No, I'm sticking with it. 7 years I want to put into this. You missed a comma. Fuck this shit. I don't think it's like that.
I thought they carved turnips in your neck of the woods. I think that's what they did, like during World War II, when we couldn't get pumpkins because the Germans were bombing the shit out of us. But yeah,
yes, we have no pumpkins.
Pumpkins are a thing now. Pumpkins got big here in the last 10 years. They didn't used to be, really.
Halloween's not a huge thing here, but I have noticed, as I said the other day, that we've got loads of Halloween stuff in the shops, and I'm like, well, who's going trick or treating? No one's going out of the house. You're not allowed to go mix with people.
Yeah, so there is that. And you know, people that know me well know that I'm not a Halloween guy. I don't really do Halloween, but there is something about having a small child involved that makes you go, oh, right then, fine, I'll stop being a miser and get the fucking involved.
So can I ask you then, are you going to get a lot of sweets in for people? Are you going to put your pumpkins outside to attract local children to come in? I mean, is that your plan?
It's not my plan, because obviously I will be out producing cocktails and bullshit with young Captain Brilliant on Saturday night. But that is the plan for everybody else in this household that is still in this building. Yeah.
Well then, yes, I should probably get some sweets for Saturday, because that's what everyone likes: some sweets and some cocktails for Saturday. Are you
guys going to dress up?
Have you got an idea what you're going to dress up? Guys, I have to say, what are you going to dress up at? Do you have an idea?
So I'm not going to dress up for cocktails because I'm not camera facing, so there's no need. But I am going to have a bit of a face paint up for my Friday night stream, where I'm streaming Friday the 13th. So I will.
Do you know what?
Make this place look spooky by deliberation rather than just because there's shit everywhere.
Put a cobweb on the felt.
I've got loads of cobwebs already, mate. They're just
stick them on that.
Yeah, and little cute girl will be dressing up for her stream, which immediately follows cocktails and bullshit. We got a good run of Halloween goodness on Saturday night on the Jez Show Network.
We do, on the network.
We'll get to that when I put up the cool graphic later on.
I don't want to give away my costume, by the way.
Okay, don't then.
But I don't want to give it away, mainly because I haven't got it. But I do have an idea. I do have an idea of what I want. So stay tuned for Cocktails and Bullshit on Saturday to see my wonderful and not in any way fucking budget costume. So there you go. That'll be Hap.
There you go. So that covers our haps. You don't have any naps, so I'll just share mine. And if there's anybody in the chat that's having something nap this week.
Nap is bad if you've just joined us. And bad things that have happened to you this week, drop them in the chat. So what's nap for you then, Jeremy?
So what has been nap for me pretty much since the moment we ended this podcast last week? And I don't know if there's a correlation. There probably isn't. But I threw out my back somehow. I've no idea how. But from Thursday through to still today, I have been like walking like I'm a 90-year-old and just been totally crippled.
You don't know how, did you say?
I don't know how. I guess maybe it was bringing the shed through the house and like awkwardly carrying it.
In the felt? Man,
bringing in the felt. Bringing in the felt. We will go rejoicing. Bringing in the felt.
Like I thought Shedstore fucked you one more time. You know, just when you think, right, they already fucked you off, and now they're going to break your back. These guys, they know what they're doing.
Shedstore? No. Fuck Jazz.
Fuck Shedstore. Is that your merch place?
It is.
Shedstore.
The Jazz Store.
That's right. Not only injures us emotionally, but also physically. Future's right.
There's a lawsuit in here somewhere.
Well, there's blame, there's a claim. One of these days.
But I do think that Nova Charter's suggestion is probably the correct answer for why I threw out my back. It is old man. I think I'm just getting old.
I remember I was in a Burger King with my brother, and he put his back out eating a burger. He's just like, he went like this. He just went, that's my back. And I'm like, yoink.
I mean, how regularly do people actually throw their backs out doing major things? Because every story, it's like, I was picking up a cup of tea and my back went.
Well, basically, it's that story I just told and the story you told. That's the only ones I know.
Yeah, and I don't know how I did it. I just woke up one morning and couldn't move. That's the other one.
Let's have a look at some stuff here. Yeah. Ribs nap. My boating holiday got cancelled. Shit. Do you know what? Surely on a boating holiday, you're stuck in the middle of a river, a waterway, in a contained area. You're as far away from people as possible. Why did that get cancelled? That is nap. Keris's hap is its half term. Whoop. Keris's nap is my half term has been spent looking after Jeremy. In sickness and in health. Whoop, whoop. So, it's all happening. It's just an old man with a bad back and some felt and a shit shed.
It's going to be a good shed because I'm going to play very little part in assembling it just to make sure it's a good shed.
It's a good shed.
So, listen, I don't know what direction you want to go in next.
One time and his back went out. My cam is frozen. Oh no, I'm back. I don't mind. I'm going to look at the show notes professionally. Well, I think we should do the cool thing. The cool thing that you've done a thing for.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We should do that.
Okay. So let me introduce then a segment that we've done before, but now finally it has a sting. Let's do the cool wall that totally is not ripped off from Top Gear. Bow, bow, cool wall. It totally isn't ripped off. So, can you explain how this segment works for anyone that hasn't tuned in before?
Yes. So what we do is we solicit from you in the chat things, subjects, stuff, and then myself and Jeremy discuss and decide unanimously if something is hap or nap or mega hap or mega nap. So hap is good, as we've known. So mega hap is incredibly good, and mega nap is total shit. So like someone gave us a subject of Donald Trump, and we unanimously said it was mega nap. So you get to throw anything in the chat, and then we will assign it a place on the virtual but not real wall. So you can pick anything that exists.
More like MAGA nap, am I right? But I like you. You can stay.
You can stay. Definitely stay. Oh, well, just before we went into that segment, Nova was like, "My city just officially dipped into the COVID red status." Is that does sound bad? Red is bad.
That's why it's a red alert.
Yeah, right. I thought they just got excited. Red means stop. Is there ever a time when red is good?
Red is nap, says Wolfington. Yes, red is nap.
Red is nap. Red. I mean, red as a color. I think red as a color is hap.
You would say that, being as you wear a lot of reds and you're a Bucks fan.
We had this conversation yesterday.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't wear a terrible amount of red, must be said.
But yeah, when you, I think as a color, do you assign colors to days of the week in your head? Like if I said a day of the week, do you think you'd be able to tell me what color it was?
No, but it sounds hilarious to try, so let's do it.
Okay, right, sure. What color is Thursday, Jeremy?
Green.
Well, see, I think it's brown. Do you know what I mean?
Monday is brown because it's the shit day.
I think maybe Monday is brown, but Tuesday is like a pale yellow. Tuesday's like a pale yellow, whereas Saturday for me is like a really bright sunny yellow.
So Tuesday is jaundiced.
Wednesday I see as red. Wednesday is very red for me, and I can't explain it. Wednesday's just a red day. Tuesday is urine. You know, Nova.
Yeah.
That.
So I'm just going to quickly throw out there for the cool wall. Alex's color classification of the days of the week is nap.
What I love about this is everyone doesn't tend to agree. I think Friday is blue. I think Friday is blue. Every day is a blend of colors that make up a dumpster fire. Thursday is purple. See, here we go. See? Thursday's
What have you
purple.
Started? What have you started?
I don't care if Monday's blue. There we are. That was, hey, great minds. That was straight in there, Tamsinaki. I love it.
So bringing us back to topic, you in the chat, give us your suggestions for what we must decide goes on the cool wall. As I say, thank you very much to Raybez for the 100 bits.
I'll have 50 of those.
And and welcome to Captain Soro and Nana K, who have just joined us as well. So give us some ideas. What goes on the cool wall? What do we have to decide is hap, nap, etc. I think we can say immediately that
yes,
Shedstore needs to go on the wall.
Oh yes, of course
it
does.
We will clunkily say it after 3, and it will come out at different times because of camera lag. So here we go.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Mega nap.
Mega nap.
That may come out better on the stream than it did here, but that was not in time at all. So there we go. That is done. Magic Mike's arrived. Thank you, Mike. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Mike. Lady Sora has joined Captain Soro. Jack-o'-lanterns, says Captain Soro. That's a good one. Okay. So my opinion now is probably different than it was a year ago, being that I'm no longer a humbug about Halloween.
No, that's true. I mean, I don't think they're nap.
They're definitely not a nap anymore. No,
they're not. Although what I feel about them is they're largely a lot of time and effort for not very much. I don't like. You won't catch me doing that. I still think they look awesome, though. I think they look amazingly cool. So for that, I will say they are hap.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far to say that they're mega hap.
No,
for the reasons you mentioned, they're going to be rotting carcasses of nothingness by about the 1st of November. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So jack-o'-lanterns, hap. Pumpkin pie. It's a very Thanksgiving-y thing. Maybe you should lead off on this one. Pumpkin pie, Jeremy.
Well, she mentions pumpkin pie because as a result of making jack-o'-lanterns today, she made pumpkin pie, and I had some before we came live tonight. And I've always liked pumpkin pie, but in particular, I really like the pumpkin pie that Karis has made this evening. It's somehow sweeter and of a much kind of nicer consistency. So in general, I'm going to say that pumpkin pie is hap. Do you have any disagreeing thoughts?
No, I think it's hap as well. I think it's hap. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of pumpkin flavored things in general, really. In fact, Nova said maybe we should do a pumpkin cocktail. So if I get my arse in gear, maybe I can do one for this week, but we'll see. I think pumpkin. There's a great Yo Sushi pumpkin karaoke. It's a really great pumpkin food. So I think I'm into pumpkin things. Yes, it's hap. It's hap. Let's stick it on the wall. Hap.
Wolfington thinks it's mega hap.
Pumpkin top tier, top drawer, mate. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, appreciate the amount of times I've had it is like 3 times, all at Jeremy's house. I'd see right at the top just before it leaves. Hap lower decks. Oh my god, we had a massive I was watching Nova streaming Elite Force 2 the other day. We got into a big conversation about sci-fi, and one of the things was obviously like Voyager, lower decks, fucking everything.
Okay, so not to turn this into Don't Get Me Star Trek, but I don't understand how somebody can justifiably hate on Voyager but defend lower decks. If you don't like both, fine, I can understand that to a point, but how you can have any kind of belief that lower decks is better than Voyager, shut up, you're wrong. Do
you know that there was a guy there in that stream, and I can't remember his name, and I don't think he's here now, who said that the last 2 episodes of Lower Decks are better than like Best of Both Worlds and shit like that. And I was like, no, stop. Let's stop saying things that are stupid. Otherwise, if they'd have made those ones, they'd have put them at the start. But ananyway, listen,
they're the only 2 episodes of Lower Decks that I have not seen. I've suffered through the first 8 and watched this not Star Trek series disguised as a Star Trek series.
I know.
Oy,
well, I'm going to say it now. I think Lower Decks, because you brought it up, Lower Decks is nap.
Lower Decks is mega nap.
Lower Decks is ultra mega wank nap, says. Voyager is top tier. Who the hell hates Voyager? Oh,
this guy. This guy.
Where am I over here? I don't.
And Nova in the chat.
I think hate might be too strong, but it is. I don't enjoy it. But I'm going to watch it all again. So I'll come back to you.
Yes. And so actually, where you say hap or nap Voyager, I would say hap. And Always Be Chatting would say nap. So we can't agree on that one. So it can't go on the wall. It has to be a unanimous decision.
Yep. Let me just keep going up.
I think this is a question for you to whether it goes on the cool wall or not, and you'll have to explain what it is. Magic Mike says Ollie Bollen.
That sounds like a food that I should have eaten. Let me look it up to remind myself what it is. Oh yeah, no. Oh, Ollie Bollen. No, I would. It's like a little donut thing. I haven't eaten them, but Isabeau loves them. Ollie Bollen is like a I think it's like a spherical donut. Basically, they do it in the carnivals around here when there are carnivals, when there are kind of feast things. Ollie Bollen is a kind of a donut ball, basically, and I can't imagine it being anything other than hap.
Everybody loves a ball.
Yeah, it's if you like donuts, you'll like it. As I understand it, that's the same. Very similar. So much so that she said, "Do you want to have one?" And we just eaten a load of other crap. So I'm like, no, because I've just eaten a load of other shit. But yes, Ollie Bollen, hap.
I've just seen in the
travel.
chat.
I'm in Belgium. I will.
Little cute girl, 86, hasn't seen Voyager either. So maybe this is an opportunity for a Always Be Chatting Little Cute Girl podcast in which you both watch Voyager while I shout at both of you at how good it is, and Nova shouts at both of you of how terrible it is.
I love it. What's that? I'm indigenous, and even with the character Chakotay, I still love Voyager. What's this? It's like Little Cute Girl. I haven't watched Voyager, and Nova's like, and you never will. It's not Nichols.
He's got a bat left. He will stab you with it.
Called, a vet cook, which translates to fat cake. Well, that's it, isn't it? Because the language is very similar. Yes. Well, I mean, that's it. Who doesn't like a fat cake? Although I have to say, Magic Mike, I've been eating a lot of, well, not a lot of, they've been here for a couple of weeks, but 2 weeks of wonderful friture stuff. So it's good to be back in Belgium. I'm a fat cake. Love it. I don't remember too much about Voyager. I thought you said you hadn't watched it because you won't remember anything if you haven't seen it. I mean, that's just how memories work, right?
And that's science. Any last suggestions for the core wall before we move on? We haven't really thrown anything in the nap section yet because other than Shedstore.
Shedstore. There's no room in the haps and nap section with Shedstore occupying it so consistently. You know. Benji is nap. Who's Benji?
Benji is the Soro feline, or one of the Soro feline.
Oh, okay.
Little cute girl says boobies. This won't take long.
Boobies are mega hap.
Absolutely mega hap. There's no discussion here.
Boobies are amazing. It's strange how you grow up with this love of them. I know I'm sure there's some sort of like maternal aspect to that sort of stuff. It just blows my mind a little bit that men are so obsessed with them.
Captain Soro, nap, way more of an arse man. Mate, why not both?
Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive. I'm an ass man.
In fact, 100% of the women I know have both tits and ass. You don't have to pick and choose. They've got both, man.
Yep.
And they're on opposite sides of the body. Depending on what way they're looking, you get the choice. It's all good.
Because my better half only has one of those things. You know, I'm trying to work. I don't know what you mean.
I'll kill him now. Yeah.
I don't know what Wolfenstein says. Flat-chested. Gosh, how terrible. She has no bum or no boobies. You are a brave man, Captain Sora. I don't know how you're not dead from half the things you say. But
yeah,
yes,
it's been nice knowing you, Captain Soro.
Good to see you, though.
We'll have to find somebody else to raid in just under an hour because Captain Soro won't be making his own stream. He will be dead.
Yeah, he's been playing Stuart Little, the horror, or whatever it is, where the mouse runs around.
He's done a different game each day this week, and yesterday it was Stuart Little, the horror. I think by request of Jaeger Axe, he's doing Fear 3 or F3 ER today. He may have gone back on that, but that was what he said before I went to bed yesterday in the middle of his stream. But he says things after I've gone to bed. He doesn't just stop his stream when I go to bed. It's a bit rude, really.
That happened to me the other day. I said, guys, I've got to go to bed. And they went, right, it's not worth carrying on. And they all stopped. And I was like, this is amazing. Didn't know I had
Pigeon
that sort of
Patrol, thank you for the follow. Welcome. First time viewer. Hope you enjoy. And Justin Classic with the lurk. Appreciate you, Justin.
Yes,
thanks for coming by.
For popping in. If you've not been here before, this is Don't Get Me Started, very ranty podcast where we hate on shit we dislike and we vent, and you can all join in. Magic Mike is new. Shut up, Mike. You shut your mouth. And that's the cool wall. We stuck some stuff on the cool wall. But most things are hap. You pick some lovely things. Boobies, pumpkin pie, and shit like that. Who doesn't love boobies and pumpkin pie?
It's true. Well,
it's true.
Captain Sora, apparently.
Yeah.
But he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
He was murdered, and no jury in the world would convict him. Right. So do you want to do another segment? Because I understand that's how this show works.
Apparently it is, yeah. We move from one segment to the next. Yeah, I think it's an appropriate time for Haters Gonna Hate. So chat, get your best things that we have to hate on, whether we like it or not, ready as we transition into Haters Gonna Hate.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
So, as I briefly mentioned, Haters Gonna Hate. What is going on here? Haters Gonna Hate is the segment in which you, the chat, suggest to us things that we absolutely must go on a rant about, whether we like them or not. And the more likable the thing is, the more difficult it makes us. So let's go for it. What are you laughing at, man?
I'm laughing at Magic Mike's suggestion.
Alex, yeah. Okay, well, you have to Haters Gonna Hate on yourself.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Alex, man. What a dickhead. For a start, he thinks he's better than literally everyone. It is so fucking annoying. He doesn't think he's amazing at everything, but the things he thinks he's amazing at is disproportionate to the extreme. He's super arrogant, super unbelievably annoying, thinks he's funny, so he talks all the time. No one can shut him up. He's irritating, has an opinion on everything, and tries to masquerade as someone that's like being chill about it, but is actually super, super unchill all the time. Worries and is incessantly annoying, even at times when people aren't there. Talks to himself constantly about how great he is. It's just like the whole package, basically. He is, without a doubt, and what's worse about it is he thinks that he is universally loved by everybody. He's got this strange kind of like narcissistic quality, which makes him think that everyone adores him. And it's just not true. What a prick.
The chat agrees with you, to be honest. Said probably shops at Shedstore too, says Future Wolfington. He thinks purple is red, says Nova Charter.
I think purple is red.
He won't shut up, says Little Cute Girl. Are you talking about me, says Justin Classic.
I can see we're similar. Yeah. This is all I do. I did want to say I did shop at Shedstore. I bought a shed.
He bought all the felt. That's why I couldn't get any.
Yeah, I bought all the felt up. Go around to my flat. There's just like rolls of felt everywhere. Yeah, it's much more fun to hate on myself. This is just like every day for me. And just afterwards, and I'll be like, the stream will go, and I'll be just like, all by myself. Anyway, well,
he bought a shed he didn't even need, says Nova Charter, which is a terrible remix of a Papa Roach song. For that shed you don't need.
I mean, they all
it's
know
too
I live
bad.
in a flat.
Shedstore is based on greed.
Who needs a shed? It's a luxury item like alcohol or underwear. Put it in the other shed. It's like, yeah, they're like Russian doll sheds. I bought a load of sheds, each smaller than the other, and just put them inside each other. And even the ones that are inside, I bought felt for. What a prick. I'm just going to read back some of this shit.
I was going to say, there have been a couple of suggestions. You can pick one for me, or I'll pick one for me. It's up to you. It's kind of cheating if I pick my own, so...
I think I want to give you the iPhone 12 because I think you'll fucking rip it to shreds. You can have that, or you can have meatballs. What do you think?
Well, if you want to hear a genuine rant, then the iPhone is the way to go.
iPhone 12, says Raybez.
Right. Well, I'm going to extend it to the iPhone in general because I am a long-time fucking hater of the iPhone and Apple in general. Because let me tell you, nothing says entitled dickhead more than somebody who's like, I just went out and bought the new iPhone. I'm like, great, you bought the same phone as you bought 3 fucking years ago, and it's exactly the same. It didn't work properly then because of all of the proprietary software on it. You can't get any decent apps for it. Oh, he's gone. You can't get any decent apps for it because you can only get apps developed by Apple. You can't install third-party apps. I was out with my in-laws in America a few years ago trying to set up like casting onto their television, and trying to find an app that you could actually do that with was fucking impossible. So I'll just, if I can't find an app on the App Store, I'll just find one on an APK website and install it. I'm like, no, you can't do that on an iPhone. You can't install software on your own device. What are you talking about? Yeah, it has to come from the App Store, or go fuck yourself. What is this, fucking Shedstore? God damn it, man.
By the way, I don't know if you've come to a close.
I am not done. I am nowhere near done.
It's just because when you described the Apple Store Shedstore, I had this vision that Shedstore was exactly the same layout in that prickish way as the Apple Store. So you go in.
Would you like to add a screen? Sorry, sir, you didn't choose screen from the drop down, so you've just got a brick. Here you go. Enjoy your iPhone.
A load of people in like pastel blue t-shirts, all looking identical and beautiful, wearing earbuds, selling you sheds in a big fucking room.
I mean, we joke, but it is actually like that. It is actually like that because you can't use headphones in most of them anymore. You have to use, not only do they have to be Bluetooth headphones, but they have to be Apple's special Bluetooth headphones with their craply named thing. Is it like iPods? Is that the one? No. Whatever their stupid stupid thing is called.
I don't know.
Earbuds, maybe? No. iBuds, something like that. AirPods. Thank you, Captain Sora. I knew there was a fucking thing. But they removed the ability to use just, dollar store headphones, because why would you want to use anything of a reasonable price with your stupid fucking $1,200 phone? Son of a bitch. Love my iPhone, just saying. Right, I'm banning little cute girl. Hang on 1 second.
Love my iPhone. I was just going back over all this stuff. There's so much chat.
There has been a stream of chat in this. I can't go back and read it all. There's been so much. This must be what it's like to be one of those famous streamers and who can't possibly interact with their chat. It's just like whoosh, 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 woosh, whoosh, 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 whoosh. I'm not reading any of that. Like, but I must interact. I must.
Meatballs is still one of the create the problem and sell the solution. 'Tis the way of Apple. Nova Charter checks his Apple Watch, boots up his iMac Pro. Please tell me you have an Apple Watch. Nova. Because Future Wolfington said, I spilled a Dr. Pepper on my MacBook Pro. Haven't been happier since. Yeah, but the thing is, I saw the iPhone 12 came out and I was like, yeah, that looks like the iPhone 11. I mean, it's nothing new anyway. I don't care. I have a
Captain
Samsung.
Sora says the iPhone 12 doesn't even come with a charger. Wow.
Man, how's that work? What, doesn't come with one? You will have to buy one? What, separately? Oh, fuck, Apple. Just read. James is an Apple slut. He's obsessed with them. Thinks they're the best things since sliced milk. Do you know what? People, it really divides people, the whole Apple thing. I've had Apple things. I've got a MacBook, and I've had iPhones. I had an iPhone before this phone. I like this one better.
I mean, I've currently got use of an iPad that Hannah uses, my daughter uses, and it's just such a ball ache trying to actually get it to do anything of any use. I'm like, right, I would like to now, pardon me, turn on the Bluetooth and connect my headphones. So I will go to the settings. Okay, how do I get to the settings? Maybe I'll drag down from no, that doesn't do it. No, maybe I'll double tap on the home screen and it'll bring up. No, it doesn't do that. Still haven't found the settings. So we just kind of make our own dialogue for the stuff she watches on YouTube Kids now.
I just really, what is it? It runs on spite. Pure hatred of its user fuels its battery. Oh dear. Was it Raybez? Me shits on Apple. It uses a MacBook Air. I have actually been wanting to have because I buy into this stuff. We're talking about the iPad and all that stuff before. When you see an advert for any of these things, they're using the pencil, because I was thinking I might need a MacBook for doing shit, moving around, going back and forth, blah blah blah.
You don't.
Myself, I needed, if not an iPad, just a portable device for moving about. Answer, you're correct, I don't. But then I started looking at the iPad 2020, and it's got the little pencil, and it's pencil sold separately for about 250 quid, and I'm like, fuck me. Stand sold separately for whatever, and I'm like, shit me, this whole thing's. And on the advert, there's always someone drawing with the iPencil or whatever, and all the stuff they draw is beautiful. We were talking about this before. I think there should be an advert where the person using it is like you or me, and we're just doodling or doing hangman or just drawing a massive.
We did talk about this. Yeah.
Every time you watch it, you think, I could be a creative. I'm a creative guy. I'm being convinced. I need an iPad. I don't need an iPad. I just want
all these wonderful things in my head. All I have to do is buy an iPad and their pencil will just magic it onto the screen for me.
Yep.
Cut to like playing Hangman.
Just posted on the Shedstore Facebook again. Asked if they carry Apple sheds.
I can't wait for them to wake up in the morning and ban you, because that's going to be amazing. It's 5 to 10 p.m. right now. Nobody is working. Faith, with her excellent customer service skills, is not working right now, but she's going to ban you in the morning.
I just wonder, like, when we're rich and famous and we've got loads of money, I wonder how we will waste our money trying to take down Shedstore. And like this poor old man will be like, what did I ever do to you? Like at the end of the movie, where like we've got to the end, it's me and you, Jez, and we're at the end, we've got guns for some reason. Fuck me, this got dark. Anyway, and then we're like pointing our guns at the old Shedstore dude. And he's like, what did I ever do? And you're like, you didn't give me my fucking felt. And then it'll cut to black.
Maybe next time your sheds will come with felt.
And you will think, maybe we'll think of maybe we'll think of a really good pun we can prepare and have workshopped in advance of meeting him. So we've got it all ready to say at the end. And then we'll just talk over each other and we're like, shit, we've had like 10 years to prepare this moment.
I wish that Shedstore was a physical store now, because you bet your ass that we could arrange like a group of people to just stagger throughout the day and just go to their customer service every day. Oh, fuck Shedstore. Do you have this in stock? And just ask different things all day. And they're greeting every time is fuck Shedstore.
Being really passive aggressive. Now, I understand you're not the best Shedstore, but you're the one that was nearest to me. Now, can you ask me this question? And they'll be immediately annoyed. It's like, what? Would you say we're not the best? And it's like, but you keep dropping little things. Now, obviously, your sheds are substandard, but I mean, needs must when the devil drives. Fine. On we go. What is your least shittest one? And they'll be like, I don't understand, sir. And it's like, no. We all understand. It's an understandable thing that you're total shit, but could you? And then see how far you can push this. Oh my God.
Wait, they don't even have a proper store? They don't have a physical store. No, they're all online. This was covered in a previous Don't Get Me Started, in which I tried to buy a shed and could not do that in person, no matter how hard I tried. You can only buy sheds online in the UK, apparently, as of the internet age. Thanks.
That's COVID, man.
For that. That's not even COVID. That's just the way it is, I'm told.
That's just the way it is.
You'll buy a shed online. It'll come in 6 weeks. It won't have the things you want with it.
I'll have what she's having. Bang. I really think we could all workshop how to end Shedstore. I mean, by the end of it, it'll be so disproportionate, like to what actually happened. Like we've murdered all employees, and I'll be like, yeah, "Do you think we've gone too far?" And you'll be like, and you'll be pointing the gun at me, saying, "That's fucking shed talk." And I'll be like, "Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry."
Shed talk, love it.
That's shed talk. Maybe
don't hate
you
him.
work with Shedstore. Right. Whenever you're rich and famous, don't forget about me. We won't. Who
said that? I missed that.
It's Magic Mike. We'll come down to, come over to you and we'll buy up all the fritures. If I'm rich and famous, I'll buy a friture and just sell people Bicky burgers and Ollie Bollen and Bitterballen all day long.
Oh my, will you put all the bodies in a shed somewhere? Yes. And that will be our downfall, because the shed will not be felt lined. And so the scent of the rotting corpses will escape from the shed and give away our murder shed. I just heard her laughing next door. That's
okay. I clipped it, so I have proof. Oh, excellent! I love it. Thank you for clipping it. I will own a friture. There's one in Ostend called Friture Frankie, and I don't know why it amuses me so much. It's like, I'm Friture Frankie. This is my place. I'm Frankie. This is a friture. Friture Frankie. Oh my
Why is he Italian American?
I don't know. It's already been established. I really can't do that accent.
Too much TV.
Papa Napoli. Yeah. I'm walking here. I don't know why. Literally don't know why. But anyway, I think we've hated gonna hate. Did we have any other things we wanted to hate on?
Someone wanted us to hate on meatballs.
Hey, your meatballs. Do you know what? I mean, meatballs, for what it's worth, are shit, right? Every time I have them in a sub, I just think I've wasted my fucking time. Not least the fact when you open up the sub, the meatballs just roll out, and then you have to kind of reconstruct everything because they're not good sizes to put in sandwiches. It's not like ham where it's flat or cheese where it's flat. They're just so completely pointless. And meatballs, well, yeah, you can't do anything with them. But the thing is, when you go to Subway, and it's not a Subway rant, although that could well be another one. When you have meatball marinara, so wow, that sounds amazing. But no. Then you end up the entire time trying to kind of reconstruct everything, and that's not the eating experience you want. Meatballs in their own self, it's a bit like that tapas experience. People think that having small amounts of little things is nice. That's not true. I want a fucking steak. I want a fucking burger. I don't want a deconstructed small bite version of the big thing that I wanted. Just give me the big thing on my mouth. But people go, oh, do like meatballs. Do like a few meatballs. I like a little bit of a meatball. I'm like, no, fuck that shit. It's the same reason I hated on nuggets like not so long ago. Exactly the same principle. Small, tiny things. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Just get a big thing and fucking eat it. Meatballs. Fuck meatballs.
Very nice. Magic Mike says, we call them gehaktballen. To which Captain Sora replied, we call them meatballs because they're balls of meat, not ballen of gehackt, weirdo. I love that so much. Yeah, I heard that too, Nova. Give me the big thing in my mouth. I heard that too, and I hope all of you clip it when I've just said it now as well. Shit.
Don't edit this to have me saying, put that big thing in my mouth. I don't know if anybody here watches Arrested Development, but anyway, you should if you don't, and if you do, you'll get that. So yeah, we call them. What's it?
Gehaktballen.
Gehaktballen, because that G is a sound, like a Klingon might say.
I just read it like it's really German because that's the language I know, not Dutch. So yeah.
Meat hemispheres don't just have the same ring to it. Yeah, that's true. I think we may have covered all the things we want to hate.
I think we might have done. Yeah.
One of them, I think Voyager was up the top there just before we got into Alex. I think we may have done Voyager before.
I think that has been a thing. Yes.
Plus, if it hasn't been, we've kind of. I think that's so much. We've hated it so much already. That was a solid sate. I almost said the wrong way around. A solid hate section. You're right, Soro. It was
solid sate.
Solid.
Classic spoonerism.
Yep. Can't kill him. I need him. As long as he needs me. Okay, and that's a segment we like to call "Haters Gonna Hate," which normally prompts you to press the button again, but I didn't mean you to. But anyway,
no, that's a cocktails and bullshit thing. We don't repeat stings here.
No. No. Otherwise, we'll have them all singing the song again. Right. This is good. We're doing quite well. We've had an hour of this, which generally means we're reaching a conclusion. But we do have a segment left, don't we?
We do have a segment left. And it's quite a juicy one, normally. And
it's like a tiny ball.
I've found some pretty good examples for this today. And so I think it's time for the segment that you and I have both dragged into our hearts and brought to the forefront of our loves. It is, Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
So, do you want to read the first one or do you want to read the second one?
Yeah, let me pull up the thing. I think it says here, what's it? Drag it out to 1:30, gents. I'm about to eat. I can literally talk for any length of time you desire, so that's not really a problem for me.
We'll manage.
Right. Is this the one that says my 19th birthday? Is it that one?
It is.
Oh, man. This was the one I found as well. And I'm just
like... Oh, really?
Yeah, but no, I mean... Yeah, cool. I can do this. Okay. Okay, I'll read this out. My 19th birthday is this Friday, and I told my mom and dad I don't want to do anything if we're going to have the birthday for my twin too. I was an identical twin, and me and my sister were born early, and she died a few hours after we were born. Every single birthday since I was little has also been a birthday for her. We go to her grave and put flowers on it, and every gift has always had both her and my name on it. This was the one I read. It's pretty dark. Mom gets really sad and always cries for a long time, and I've always felt overshadowed on my birthday. The grave visits and flowers and all have always been mandatory, and I was never allowed to have friends over or have a party until we did it. I want to go to dinner with my boyfriend for my birthday at his house, and then I'm going to watch movies with my friends. Mom is upset I'm not making that hour-long drive Friday to do the grave ritual, and it's really sad. And my dad is making me feel guilty since I'm their only living daughter and stuff. I told my mom I don't want to share my birthday with a sister I've never even knew, and I'm done with sharing with a ghost since this has been my entire life. My parents are really upset, and now I feel really bad. And maybe I should just suck it up, but I'm just so sick of it. Am I the arsehole? Wow. That was the one I read. I read loads of things about it afterwards as well. I thought, I don't think I want to suggest this because it's quite dark, but it is quite sad, really.
It is. And I think it's probably the most serious of these that we've actually done. Oh my God. Go on, read it.
First off, how do they know it was identical? I mean, it's been 19 years. It's a good point. I mean, and at the time,
all babies look the same, right?
Yeah, all the babies look identical. I mean, at the time, probably did look, but like, given time to be alive, might not have been identical. So yeah, so as a result, we can rule that inadmissible because they didn't check their facts. Congratulations, future.
So this is written by a 19-year-old or about to be 19-year-old, but it feels like it is written by like a 13, 14-year-old. There is a lot of petulant, hormonal teenager in this.
Well, she missed a lot of birthdays, man. I mean,
yeah, okay, fair enough. Maybe it's like a leap year thing. You only get to celebrate one in every 4, so you're actually 3 years old instead of 18.
I think this is the thing about this, and I know we're meant to be ranty and venty and all this sort of stuff, but for what we
can be serious.
We can be serious. Of course we can be serious, and we're about to be serious. Like, this is the parents' grief. You can't deny them that, but I wouldn't, if that was, I'd say, like, this is not, if I was the girl, I'm like, this is not my grief. I feel sad, and I feel sad for you, and I want you to have that, but like, this isn't me. This isn't my grief, and you're pushing it onto me, and you don't want to bring me into a house where it's just like every birthday isn't my birthday, it's a grief birthday. I think the parents need to go, like, keep these things separate, and don't, that's how I feel about it anyway.
That's the thing. Obviously, losing a child is a horrible, horrible thing. And there is the blessing in this example that one of the 2 children that they were expecting survived. And so while I understand the parents' grief, and everybody grieves in their own way, but I feel like they also have a duty to the other child that lived. And yeah, I get that the birthday is going to be a significant date in that, but for the benefit of your living child whom you love, right? You can go and do your grieving, your rituals on another day.
Yeah.
Do it the day before, do it the day after.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Someone started a thing, like the mum started a thing, like when she was very young, obviously. And then, like, as a child growing up, you don't really question the rituals and the things you're asked to do as a child. It's only when you get suddenly you're an adult and you're, hang on a minute, I don't want to do this shit anymore. What are you making me do? But as like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, you're like, okay, this is a thing that
this is just the way it is. Yeah, it's the thing we do.
Yeah. And as an adult, as a parent, you've got to say, hold on a minute, can we just like this? At what point, like, I mean, they're saying, well, until we do this bit, you can't have cake and presents. It's like, shit.
Man.
Yes. Do you want to do your one? I don't know which one.
Well, I think we need to decide first whether the 19-year-old is the arsehole or not.
I don't think she's the arsehole.
I don't think she's the arsehole, but I also don't think, mum or dad are the arsehole either. I just think this is a horrible situation.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it was time to discuss something a bit more serious on this podcast.
Yeah, fair.
We've got plenty to take the piss out of in the next one.
Hey, future saying no one is the arsehole in this one. Yeah, that's fair.
Then it is decided. Future Wolfington has spoken. Except me, maybe, he says. Love it.
Definitely you, but it was brilliant. We are pretty outrageous. But this is a safe space, right, guys? I mean that seriously. We can all make jokes about it, but we all know what we mean here. We do know what we mean here.
Okay. This one, I am ready to rip the shit out of, say some controversial things, and piss some people off. Let's fucking get into it. So,
Okay.
I, 17 female, have always wanted a cat. I asked my parents for one since I was a kid. I'm in the minority in my family, though. Everyone else is more of a dog person. My birthday landed just as COVID hit. My parents finally agreed to get me a cat since we all realized how lonely and shitty things were being isolated. I got really excited. So imagine my surprise when they ended up bringing home a dog. I never wanted a dog. I made this clear. I always made this clear. Not only do I not like dogs, I actively dislike them. And this one is loud, messy, and needy. Yeah, see, dog. I told them I didn't want him, but my parents insisted that it would be better for the family since everyone else likes dogs more than cats, and I'd be going off to college next year anyways. And when I pointed out that it was supposed to be a birthday present, and they said that they would get a cat, they made the excuse that the Rona could be spread by cats. This was before they discovered it could also be spread by dogs. But wait, there's more. Even though I made my dislike of the dog clear, my parents insisted that I'm the one that feeds him, walks him, and takes care of him. I'm not okay with this. A few weeks ago, some of my college apps were due, and I shut myself in my room to finish them, and I ignored the dog for a few days. My mum yelled at me for neglecting him. My dad said I was too irresponsible and ungrateful to have a pet. I asked them to watch after him because honestly, I hated him and never asked for him, but they refused to. I got so pissed with my parents and this dumb dog, I started looking into other options. A friend mentioned that her family wanted a dog and that it was difficult to find one because of the surge in animal adoptions during quarantine. I let her come with me on a walk with the dog, and she fell in love with him. She talked to her parents, and they said they would love to take him. So while my parents were out at work, I gave him away, along with most of the dog supplies and food. Now they are pissed. They yelled at me for giving away the family pet, even though they had continuously told me he was my responsibility and didn't do much for him. My little brother had bonded with the dog too, and he won't stop crying. I just reminded them that they kept calling it my dog, and if they had ever done anything with him, and that they had never done anything with him. I imagine he'll be happier with my friend's family, yeah, no shit, as they seem to actually want him and will give him the attention that I never wanted to give him. But I guess a part of me feels a little guilty because I might have done this out of spite. Am I the arsehole for giving away my dog?
Oh my god, that's such a good one. I'm glad
Wolfington's straight in there. This girl is awesome. 10 out of 10 on her decision.
I'm glad we did this one second, guys. If they were adamant it was their dog and she didn't want the dog, I'd rather the dog had a loving family over an angsty kid. Probably do the same. So
Yeah.
imagine my...
How old was this kid again? 17.
Yeah.
Yes. So not really a kid. Like
No.
more kid in America than here because, you know, higher ages of doing things like drinking and whatnot. But like 17 is pretty much an adult. So making her own decisions, starting to have more adult responsibilities, yada, yada.
From a background for this, I would like it more. I know she doesn't want a dog, but it would be kind of a little bit cooler if she could just call it on that I hated, I didn't want it, I never asked for, all these kind of things. If she could have said, like, I really wanted a cat and they didn't give me one, and that's kind of annoying. But to keep hating on the dog for no real reason other than to underline your point really annoys me.
Yeah, no, that's a dick move. I'll give you that.
I mean, you could just say, like, I never asked for this. Why have I got this responsibility? Why are they doing this? You know, rather than, you know, making the dog the fucking villain, which is what she seems to be doing.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, in her roundabout teenage angsty way, it does sound like she tried to express, look, I don't want this dog. I don't need the responsibility of this dog. Please, either you take care of this dog, or let's move it on to somebody that gives a shit about it. Read, I don't want this dog. And they were like, but we want the dog, so you look after it, and we'll do fuck all and lord over the fact that we're adults and you are a minor. Thanks. Enjoy your dog.
If we take these things a bit at a time, there's so much stuff happening. Everyone's getting in. I love the chat on this one. They're all assholes. The bit at the beginning is like, it was my birthday and I'd gone on about having a cat. Now my girlfriend is going to get a cat and she's been going on about getting a cat for ages. And she's always wanted one, but the question mark surrounding it is me going back and forth, her coming back and forth, you know, the ins and outs of actually owning it. But nothing has ever been more obvious in the world for her. She definitely wants a cat. So I can't imagine a world where I turned up round one day and went, a dog? And she's like, have you even been listening? But the best thing about it, aside from the fact that they didn't get her the thing that she wanted, even though she had said it. If I said I want a guitar and you got me some drums, I'd be like, the fuck? But on top of
I spent my entire life honing my craft, learning how to play the piano. Here's a fucking triangle. Enjoy.
You got me a pizza. No, it's just like, it's her birthday. So this is the bit I really can't stand. It's her birthday, so they got a present for not her. Like that, forget everything else. That's just the shittiest thing to do. It's like, it's your birthday.
So,
we got something.
Honey, I know it's your birthday and that things are shit right now and you're not going to get to celebrate your birthday. So how about a thing you don't want or even like or have any care for whatsoever? For us. Because we like it.
Even though it's for us, we love it. But we keep saying, you have to look after it. And it's like, oh my God. If I think that I would hate to have to clean up cat shit. I don't want a cat in my house. It's going to shit out of my house. And I'll be the one to clean up the cat vomit and stuff like that. Imagine if someone bought me that and just went, now your life is cleaning this shit up. I know you never asked for it. Like, oh my God, I'd be so angry. I'm not surprised she tried to give the dog away. Gave the dog away. I have to say I'm with her on this one.
I'm pretty much with her as well, to be honest. As a cat person, not a dog person. If, you know, I like 10 years ago when I was like, I've moved out, I'm gonna go and get an animal. If I'd have walked to into this person's house that was selling the cats and be like, right, I know you wanted a cat, but how about, just throwing this out there, a dog? Like, no, mate, fuck your dog. Take it.
The thing is, I think the problem with this, and the thing where it comes like a petulant thing for the girl, is that like she sees, like she has to be the one to walk it, and then every time she tries to do something, like, well, you got to walk it. It's your dog. At which point you go like, I refer you, motherfuckers,
to the fact that
stop saying this sort of stuff. It's like, you know, I'm trying to think of another thing.
Joey doesn't share food.
Like, I didn't ask for this, and at one point, like, she goes like, well, you're saying it's mine. Yes, it's yours. Right, I'm going to give it to my friend who really wants it. I can't believe you gave away a dog that isn't yours. Make your fucking mind up. It's either mine to give away or it's not mine and you look after it. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your dog and eat it. So, oh my God. Oh my God.
Like Karis's analogy was the best. No, it's like wanting a shed and getting a greenhouse and being told you have to grow these plants and not kill them.
I know, I saw that. I laughed at that. I think it's so good. And still no felt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
One of these is, am I the arsehole, is going to be us.
That little cute girl makes a stellar point, but it's the fact the parents said it's hers so she can do whatever she wants. Exactly. If this dog is hers, then she is free to do with it, not to neglect it, which, you know, it sounds like she did, but in terms of the ownership of this dog, she is free to do what she pleases. And if that is jettison it to another family who will love and care for it, then more power to her. You guys are always the assholes. We know. We know.
I know, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I got rid of the dog. Well, why'd you get rid of the dog? Your brother's really annoyed now. I said, oh, was it the family dog? And it's like, yeah, it was the family dog. Well, why did you feed it then? Why didn't you feed it then? Oh, because it's yours. And I said, great, I got rid of it then. And I would literally stand there having that same looped argument for.
I would go around in circles as long as necessary.
Oh, in which case you can do it. And they'd be like, no, because it's yours, really. And I'd say, great, I got rid of it to my friend. It's like, no, but it's ours. Well, you should feed it then. And I would just stand there and do it until one of them died.
Probably the dog.
Fire for Shedstore.
Because they don't live as long.
Hey, listen, you guys have got 30 years on me. I can do this. I can fucking do this. You guys are always the assholes. And who was the real asshole? Me and Jez. Peace out. And the same thing until they caved in. Honestly, I'm just like, this is how I felt about the Shedstore. I should be ringing them. I say, hi, it's me again. Yeah, it's Tuesday the 27th. Go fuck yourself. Beep. Hi. Yeah, it's Alex again. Yeah. Can you send me my felt for free, please? It's Wednesday 28th. Beep. Hi, it's Alex. I would just be like that all the time. I wouldn't have shed in my. You see how much felt I've got in my background? Fucking none. Just saying.
It can't be both the family and the girl's dog. True. And it sounds like right now it was the girl's dog. So let's cut through. Let's cut through the bullshit. The 17-year-old owner of the dog, arsehole or not?
She is not an arsehole.
She is not the arsehole, we agree. The parents of the 17-year-old who bought their child, who had asked for a cat since the age of 3, a dog, are they the arsehole?
Yes, I believe, Your Honor, that they are the arseholes.
Absolutely. They are the arseholes in this situation.
I want that t-shirt. I want get the return address and send them a fuck Shedstore t-shirt. Mate, we've got to make that t-shirt. We've got to. Future comes up with the best fucking ideas, man. Was it? Did I read it right? Yes. No. Who said? Oh no, it was Captain. It was Captain. Sorry, I was going to say. Well, it sounds like something Future would say. They're both as terrible as each other. Yes, we need those t-shirts
in the future.
The responsible arsehole because she found a good home for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she didn't do what I would be tempted to do and just take it out to sea and be like, run away, Fido. You're free now.
You're free to go.
You're kind of out there somewhere. You'll find them, I'm sure.
Oh, God. In a way, I don't know how a dog, I mean, in fairness, she says, I hate dogs. I've always hated dogs and stuff like that. But I kind of find it hard that a dog wouldn't in some way melt your heart not to be a bit of a bitch about the process. I understand. I would say, like, stick to the legalese, stick to the facts. You don't need to drag the dog. The dog was probably lovely. You know, I remember I was going out with this girl and we went around every Christmas for Christmas. And the guy who was her stepfather, it's not a stepfather, but the guy who was her stepfather his dog had passed away. So the mother had bought a new dog that was identical. And it was the puppy. It was a little puppy of the dog that he had before. And they brought it out.
This was one of the Am I the Arseholes that I did not select this week, by the way. This exact situation.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that this, I mean, and this, they brought out this. I said, got one more present for you, dear, says the mother to the dickhead dad. And the dad's like, oh, what's that? What have I got? And she brings out this fucking beautiful little puppy that is basically just the miniature fucking charming little puppy version of his late dog. And he starts going like, what's this? What do you expect me to do? What's all this? What do you expect me to do with this? What am I going to do? Oh, this is not what I asked for. I didn't want this. I'm like, no, it's a surprise, motherfucker, you ungrateful cunt. It's like,
surprise, motherfucker.
And as a result of declining the gift so outrageously, now the mother doesn't know what to do because she's like, oh, well, I just thought it'd be a nice thing. And he's like, well, I mean, what am I meant to do with it? It's like it's a dog, the same as the other dog. You feed it and cuddle it and take it on walks. Have you just forgotten how to dog? Just fucking, this guy was an arsehole. So unsurprisingly, he reacted to a very kind gift. It's like, Alex, we'd like to take you for a curry. You don't have to pay for it. You can just eat all the curry you want and drink loads of wine. Oh, what am I meant to do? Put curry in my mouth and drink wine? What the fuck is wrong with... Anyway, I don't see that guy anymore. I think he works for Shedstore.
Karis says, I like dogs. I just don't ever want to own one. Let me say on the record, I don't like dogs, and I don't ever want to own one.
Let's buy Jez a dog and make him feed it.
I will all of a sudden have some college applications to complete. Nova says, I kind of want to clone Spock. That's his dog. But it's against the rules of the Federation. Exactly.
Have a day off, Captain Nova Charter. You'll never get anywhere like Kirk did if you kind of like stick into the rules. Fuck the Prime Directive.
Yeah, Kirk didn't stick to the rules. That's the thing about Kirk.
I didn't.
Kobayashi Maru, motherfucker.
Nicking ships, fucking about, taking a bird of prey, coming back to Federation, busted down a captain, back up to admiral, down to lieutenant. Don't know, I'm making it up.
Just like Janeway. I'm starting to get the impression that Nova hasn't actually seen Voyager. Because if there's one captain who just meticulously stuck to the rules and fuck the well-being of everybody involved in her own crew, it was Janeway. Janeway was rules 101.
That's probably why I didn't like it. Mind you, he didn't like it either. So how are we different? Anyway, that was the segment we like to call Am I the Arsehole? And then we discuss it. It's probably our favorite segment. So we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I seldom, sometimes think back to the start of this podcast. We are now, checks notes, 23 episodes in. And this is quite a different podcast to the one that we started. I mean, in name alone, it's got a completely different name. But
yes,
the segments that we started with are completely different to the segments we've got now. And I'm not mad at it.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm just reading some of the chat. I want to say it's so flawed, but to be fair, they also have a psychic talk to the dead pets. What? Who's got what? Am I missing? There's a bit where someone has a whole TV show of people cloning their pets. How does that?
They're dead pets.
How they clone? Is that a thing? How can you can't just clone things?
Yeah, this isn't. You can apparently.
You can? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you just get the same? Unbelievable. Psychic talk to dead pets. It's not as bad as just psychic talking to anybody really. Psychics, man. Oh, I can't be doing with psychics. That really fucks me off. There's a whole episode of it in South Park.
Sounds a bit like our transition. Seen that episode of South Park? The taking the piss out of the dog whisperer guy?
No.
Oh, it's great.
I have to watch it.
We should watch it.
Yep.
Psychic equals nap.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
I go so far to say mega nap. I mean, I just think, right, I never saw the point of it. Not that this matters, but just as a thing. I don't know if I'm quite a sciencey guy, but I never saw the point of psychics. And not that it's a big deal, but my brother passed away back in 2011. And at that stage, I was like, I'd do anything, right, to communicate, to say things I didn't say. And at that point, I started thinking, oh, maybe there's something in it. And I thought maybe just for a moment, there was something in it, or maybe it would give me, even though I knew it was bullshit, some comfort. Do you know what I mean? So can you imagine what it must be like for people who are less right thinking than me? Do you know what I mean? Or more into it, or more open to it, you know? So
and that, in a nutshell, is the biggest problem with psychics, because they, in a person's ultimate moment of weakness, when they're grieving and all they want in life is to just have a conversation with that person that's passed on, in comes the psychic to provide that false hope and regress the grieving process. Fuck psychics.
Fuck psychics. What I will say, I know you're not a big Limmy fan, but Limmy does a good piss take psychic section that's really very funny. So if you watch nothing else of Limmy, you might quite enjoy that, because it's kind of good.
And Karis just points out as well, there's a bit on Saturday Night Live this past weekend where it's like in 2019 and they go to a psychic telling them what's going to happen in 2020. Because that was the thing, right? 2019, everyone was like, man, this was a shit year. Like, 2020 is going to be my year. I can't wait to get to 2020. And
nice round number.
Like, mate, 2019 was fine. It was great. And 2020 is going to be exactly the same. And okay, there's a virus. Like, people have died. We've had some major issues. But for my money, and my money alone, 2020 is cool.
Yeah. Good. So far,
it's all good.
It is a big nap thing. Going back like Nova in the 80s, my mother apparently spent tons of money trying to talk to her mum. Yeah, I know. You know, just like it's total shit. Yeah. Whatever happened to preying only with financial fraud, like the good old days? Yeah, something we could, Ponzi schemes. Just taking them for all they've got. Then they kill themselves, and then someone uses a psychic on them. I mean, the circle of life, the wheel of fortune, you know what I mean? It's like a carousel. You get on, you pay a quarter, go round and round, all good things. and one day someone's going to have to dismantle that shed in your back garden. You're going to put the shed up now, and in like 20 years' time, 5 years' time, me and you'll be taking it to the tip, broken, ripping up that felt. And that's what.
Well, as you may be able to see behind me, it's 5-year felt.
I can't see it says that. That's brilliant.
but the shed is 15 years. So I'm going to have to repeat the felt process in 5 years.
Why didn't you buy, and I think it's the question on everyone's lips, why didn't you buy 15-year felt?
Because it was 3 times the price.
Yeah, but you're going to use it for 3 years. I suspect you might be taking the piss out of me, but I do hope you're not. But yeah. Your shed is a metaphor for 2020, if ever there was. No one's got what they want. They're not happy about it, but in the end, they put up with it.
Wolford says, put 3 layers of felt on and you'll be good. Yeah, it's like a pass the parcel,
Yeah.
Like, it's been 5 years, better take a layer off. Perfect.
What have I won?
Layer
a shed
of felt. You either pay the extra or suffer the process in 5 years. Yeah. I like to set myself up some good comedy material in 5 years' time. So we'll see you in 5 years, motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
And on that note, I think it's time to bring this to a close and
let's do that.
Have a quick chat about what is coming up on the Jez Show Network for the rest of this week. So we are Wednesday now, so tomorrow is Thursday. And the first thing on the network for Thursday is this prick I've been chatting to for the last hour and a half, playing Until Dawn. You can catch him at twitch.tv/alwaysbechatting. I heard a rumor that he's an affiliate now, a Twitch affiliate. So you can even subscribe to him and throw him some bits and stuff as of now/tomorrow. So there you go. And then as always for the rest of the week, immediately following, Captain Soro will be playing a spoopy Halloween type thing, which is going to be Fear 3 tomorrow. So he told me, watch this space, that'll probably change. Friday, I am playing Friday the 13th, the game, in Halloween garb, costume, dress up type thing. Don't get too excited, it'll probably be shit. Saturday, which is Halloween, we've got a triple header, Cocktails and Bullshit at 7 p.m. with Captain Brilliant and Alex Always Be Chatting. Going straight into Little Cute Girl's kitchen afterwards, where she's making buffalo spider ring and hot apple cider.
Nice.
And then into Captain Sora to conclude Halloween week. And he says he's going late. So he may go so long that he can raid into the effing F1 show on Sunday afternoon. You never know. If that's not what he meant by long, then he's let me down, quite frankly.
He needs to be more specific.
And we close the week with Little Cute Girl's kitchen making Scottish tablet.
It's like an iPad.
It is, but it's Scottish, and so it's equally as unable to do what you want.
I was very pleased with that as a pun. Can't wait for Until Dawn. Thank you very much. You don't have to wait too long. It's tomorrow. And we had a blast playing Until Dawn. No one's died yet. So I think there's going to be some deaths tomorrow on Until Dawn. So please come along at 8:30 for that.
You haven't run into Toriel yet, though. So give it time.
Toriel. Fucking Toriel. Toriel. No. Poor Toriel. I think Toriel typifies 2020 as well. Oh, God. When I look back on New Year's Eve and I look back at this year, I'll be like, oh, Toriel. By the way, Jez, just as an aside, we were talking after I first played Undertale, and I said to you privately, I really wish that thing hadn't happened with Toriel. And you were like, in your face, or whatever you said. You were very kind. And and I said, perhaps I should start it again and get it right this time. And you were like, no, it's going to be better this way. And wasn't it just? So this is a callback that's never going to end. It's like Shedstore. I want a t-shirt that just said, I killed Toriel. Yeah, what of it? Or something funnier. You killed Toriel. I did kill her.
And he doesn't even feel bad about it. So as we close out the stream and raid over to Captain Soro, as we finish, I would like you, please, to justify in court, in the court of Don't Get Me Started, why you felt it appropriate to kill lovely, half a pair of shoe hoarding, snail collecting, creepy as hell, didn't actually want to let you out of her house, Toriel.
I think you may have actually made my case for me there. Yes, clearly the fact that she had kept all the shoes of the dead children that had gone before her, and probably all the hair and all the clothes in this Auschwitz-esque horror house, I think we have to realize that Toriel was not a nice old goat lady, but an incredibly clever killer. And I was next on her list. And thankfully, thanks to her death, I've saved a lifetime of children. The defense rests.
Raybez said it best. We find the defendant guilty.